Welcome back. Now, we've had plenty of authors here on Ireland AM, but none have quite managed to do what our next guest has just done.
It's pretty impressive, isn't it? His new novel has this week become the fastest-selling crime debut since records begun, with a sequel and film plans already on the horizon.
And as if that wasn't enough, when he isn't writing, he's the host of not one, but two hit TV quiz shows. Let's meet the talented man himself, Richard Osman. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Hi, Richard.
Morning, Simon. Morning, Anna. How are you?
Well, we're very good. I'll tell you what, that is some intro. When you hear that list of credits, the book is obviously what we're going to talk about, Richard. But when you look at your story and where you started, can you believe you are where you are today in terms of the body of work that you've created?
Yeah, it sounds when I hear it out loud like that, it sounds sickening. But I've always done the same thing, which is I've always tried to make telly and I've always tried to present telly. And now with the book, I've tried to do stuff that people like. I grew up watching very mainstream things. That's where I am. And so I've always, whenever I've done something, I think if I enjoy it, then maybe other people will enjoy it. And so far, it seems to be paying off.
Something is working, Richard. I walked into my local bookshop the other day to buy a book that a lot of Irish people are talking about at the moment, but I couldn't help but buy yours because it's taken over the entire shop. So whoever's merchandising your books for you in Ireland, they need to get a pay rise. They're doing an incredible job. Tell us about the story and how it's captured the imagination of so many people so quickly, Richard.
Yeah, it's essentially about four people in their 70s, very, very different friends, and they meet up once a week to look over old unsolved police cases. They do that over a couple of bottles of wine, a little bit of a gossip as well. And then suddenly someone is killed in their community, and the four of them decide they're going to team up to solve the case. And one of them used to be a nurse, one was a psychiatrist, one was a trades union official, and one, Elizabeth, we're not ever quite sure what she does, but it appears she used to be a spy. And so the four of them are so different as friends, and they have to try and solve this mystery. But because they're in their 70s, and we all know this from our real life, everybody underestimates them. Everybody overlooks them. Everyone thinks they're harmless. And I know people who've read the book will know that the Thursday Murder Club are very, very far from harmless. So it's just, it's an Agatha Christie type story. People are laughing and crying, but it's about four absolute heroes all in their 70s, which I think people are really responding to.
And the inspiration for the book, Richard, and also you might talk us through the idea behind writing the book, because you say that you wrote it kind of just for yourself. You kind of wrote it in secret, and then at a certain point, then you just sort of decided to give it out to a few trusted friends. I mean, when you started writing it, was the plan A, obviously, to finish it, but was the plan always to get it out there?
Well, honestly, the reason I wrote it in secret is I thought the one thing that nobody wants in this world is another television presenter writing a book. Okay, listen, I absolutely get it. I buy that. And so I thought, well, I don't want to be saying I'm doing this and everyone just goes, oh. So I thought I'm going to write it for myself. It took 2 years, did it completely in secret. And then I just sent it to a couple of people I trusted. And I said to them, look, you've got to be really honest with me. Is this like a book that a TV presenter would write, or is it an actual proper book that people might enjoy? And they, fortunately for me, they said that I think people would enjoy it. And the amazing thing for me was, the very lucky thing for me was, so it was sold in the UK, but then it sold in America and Germany and France. And these people have no idea who I am. And so that's the moment where I thought, oh, okay, there might actually be something in this.
Because that's the biggest compliment, isn't it? They're buying into the story, not what they know of the TV presenter or your persona or your personality from various other shows. It seems you've got a new best friend as well. Steven Spielberg has bought the rights, Richard.
Yes. It's even more sickening, isn't it? It's not getting any better. Again, that's a lovely thing, because this is, I don't know if this is news to people, but Steven Spielberg doesn't watch Pointless, and he read the book. Yeah, I know, loved it. You could sort of see everyone who reads the book casts it in their head because of these four heroes in their 70s. Everyone says, oh, that's Dame Judi Dench, that's Maggie Smith, and he read it and loved it. And so, yeah, they're currently working on the script, which is very, very, very exciting. I mean, I don't think anyone's ever going to make a film again. That's the only problem. But if anybody does, then hopefully it'll be this one. And I'm so, talking about other countries, being #1 in Ireland is such. I mean, I've never been to Ireland and not had a great time. I love it and I can't wait to come over again. But to be number one there when you've got so many amazing writers is just beyond a thrill. So thank you to the whole of Ireland for that.
And Richard, is the plan now? I mean, I heard you talking recently in another interview about, that you're currently writing the second one. So are you looking at a series of the books now?
Yeah, exactly. So I've been writing the second one during lockdown, which has been great. It's been a nice routine for me. It's nice to have something to do. And yeah, I've just signed up for 2 more as well. So at the moment, there's definitely 4. And unless people get bored of them, in which case you must let me know. Just tweet me. So 4, and I feel, you never know, right? So yeah, to me, hopefully 1 a year for the next 4 years, because I love spending time with the characters, and lots of readers are saying they do as well. So I'm delighted to just keep it going.
Richard, can I ask you about your TV career? Because you've spent much of it behind the scenes as the creator, the producer. And is it correct that you just kind of sat in the presenter's seat for Pointless for the purposes of a pilot?
Yeah, it's exactly that. Honestly, it's sickening when your producers become presenters, Anna, isn't it?
Oh, it's so annoying.
Come on. You've got to be unionised, haven't you? Yeah, I did exactly that. We were selling Pointless to the BBC. I played the role of me. And the BBC afterwards said, well, look, we love the show and we need someone a bit like Richard to be Richard. And then they worked out, because the BBC are no fools, they worked out that I am a lot like me. And they offered me the job. I thought this will be a couple of weeks' work, something to tell the grandkids, and 12 years later, it's still going. A very weird turn of events. I have to say, I was very happy behind the camera.
But one of the major reasons for that show being such a success is the relationship between you and Alexander. You guys know each other a long time. You went to college or to university together, and that's why it works. You as a TV producer, Richard, know it's all about getting the right chemistry on screen, and you got it with Alex.
Well, I can tell immediately the two of you have it, because you can't fake it, right? It's just something you have and something you haven't. And usually it's when you're quite different to somebody. And with him, and he won't mind me saying this, he's very, very posh.
Simon.
But another man is diseased with talent. Like, this man has had a #1 album in the classical music charts. I mean, come on.
He's amazing. He can do everything. And also, he laughs at everything. And also, he doesn't mind. He's such a lovely person to work with, because you can take the mick out of him so much. You can mock him all you like, and he just stands there and takes it. And neither of us, we're both quite amateurish, which is quite good. Neither of us are kind of very slick. And I think people respond to that. So it's been 12 years working together and genuinely never a cross word, which is quite something.
Which is lovely, and you're clearly having fun, and it transfers off the screen. Of all of the pointless things that have come up, what's the best one? What's the most pointless thing?
I think we once had a question where we said, who shot JR in Dallas?
Oh, my word.
And the contestant, I think, heard Dallas and said, oh, was it Lee Harvey Oswald?
Oh, Lord. Listen, Richard, we really appreciate your time this morning. There's no point in wishing you the best of luck with the book, because the book is flying off the shelves around the world. Continued success. Keep entertaining us. And thanks for your time this morning, Richard.
Thanks, Richard.
Thank you so much. It's been an absolute pleasure.
There you go. And he's a lovely bloke,
what
too.
A gentleman. He's on our list of favourite guests already, isn't he? He's
Quick
made
reminder that Richard's novel, The Thursday Murder Club, is available online and in bookstores now. Right, we'll take a wee break. Join us for more Ireland AM shortly.